Alright everyone, welcome to the little tour of ToysRUs and Macy's. So this is just opened right before Thanksgiving in 2021. I'm at the Ocean County Mall in Toms River, New Jersey, where they've already started doling out the Toys and Macy's integration. I had previously frequented the one in Paramus back in 2019 to earlier 2021. And even though they had a section down there, they're looking up here for more larger toy section. They've had the toy section down there before as well. So coming up from the escalator, you can either loop around like I did on the left, or you can make the better approach on the right side. Loop around a little bit shorter. So as far as I can understand, it's not really a full Toys R Us store. It's just having some of the iconography incorporated with Macy. It's like Halloween all over again. Motion sensor things just flaring up. That is some big chests. I will say, compared to the Paramus one, the one benefit is that if there is a toy, it will have multiple brands. The Paramus location usually had it limited, where it's like you would only find Hasbro Nerf. You wouldn't find X-Shot or any other dart blasters. It was just Hasbro Nerf. Or if you had a building toy, you know, it was always Lego anywhere in the store. Video games, it was only Nintendo stuff. I remembered because people at the same time were asking about Xbox and PlayStation, especially for the new systems coming out, and they were not available in the store. So this is a benefit, and you don't have to worry about the Well, I guess it would encourage the brand competition, I should say. But if you're talking about anything related to Toys R Us, this is the most Toys R Us thing you'll see, where it's a banner and one of the standees. As far as I can tell, maybe they'll change it over time, who knows? Would like to see if they do more with it. But it is not a separate retail store. This is inside of Macy's. And that's the implication I was getting when they announced it prior to the Thanksgiving Day parade, and then had a little float available in it. I haven't been up to Macy's and seen this here before, so I don't know if this is standard, but this is really cool. The classic stacking loops. Even some FAO shorts incorporated in here. Cool. I know that Toys R Us used to partner with FAO shorts. It's like a whole nother room in here. At least in my rough opinion, I would say it feels like a larger toy section of a Kohl's. I don't remember what Macy's normally offers for toys. It's rare that I go into a Macy's for any reason, and usually just a bypass into the mall or something, but it's got a similar feel to it. This is Saturday when I'm recording, so Black Friday technically was yesterday. And I don't know if they're still running Black Friday things. I mean, they haven't taken any tags down, so it makes me assume they aren't. Maybe they are, I'm not sure. I mean, really, what toy section is complete without toys talking on their own? I can still remember years ago, before 2018, walking through Toys R Us and just cutting through an aisle that I didn't need to be in, but just made it easier to go to other parts of the store, and a whole bunch of toys talking as soon as I passed them. It's even funnier for me to see things that have been around since then, that they're still making them. Because I'm so used in certain brands where they put out a new toy every year, or only have a year and a half at best of a shelf life. I guess it's a good thing it's not every one of them. So it's a pretty widespread section of the store, at least this upper section of it. As you can see, some of the other clothes sections, handbags. This is for kids. And you can also circle around and come in from the other way. So if anyone's shopping in a particular area, they can find this either way. I don't know if it's going to be different on other Macy's stores, like this one in particular being a 2-story floor setup. I don't know if that means other Macy's will carry the same way or have any different decorations to it. Maybe I'll visit another one at some point and check it out. But this was the closest one to me. I said, hey, why not? I can even remember looking at some of the Fisher Price toys. There was a section in the store that had a couple of TVs running for different brands, and Fisher Price had a whole section in there. But they had a TV running in the background with a bunch of the commercials, and seeing some of these reminds me of those commercials. I think they still run them nowadays. I saw one or two of them during the Macy's parade. Maybe I'll visit again after the holiday season and see if this changes. Or later in the season, I should say. But as it is, it's more widespread than I thought it was going to be, so it's got a lot of variety. I'm happy with that. This is kind of fun, this decorative tree. The little yarn balls stacked up. They have a Ghostbusters Monopoly. They have an Eternals Monopoly. They got a lot. I'm sure it's in the hundreds of different versions of Monopoly. I only pay attention every so often. I think at one time I had owned Original Monopoly, Monopoly Junior, Monopoly SpongeBob, Monopoly Seinfeld, and Monopoly Beatles. Maybe there's another missing, but that was a lot at one time, and I don't have as many of those anymore because they're charming. There's a lot of fun to them, and I am still a fan of a lot of those things. But it's not the kind of thing that I would choose to pick up and play a particular version of Monopoly for. It's just charming to see that they've adapted it in some way to Monopoly. I'm hovering a bit long with the Nerf section because there's some of the stuff I don't recognize. I haven't paid attention to a lot of the Nerf this year as I normally would, but still interesting nonetheless. Mega XL, one of the more recent lines it looks like, with really giant darts. Like, wow, I don't know how you're going to carry that around outside of the blaster. Gonna need extra pockets or a backpack or something. Look at those things. And then you have Hyper, which is on the opposite. They're like really small. Interesting. Actual savings may be greater. Interesting. And they have in 20 packs for Ultra now. I'm used to seeing... No, I think... Did they have 10 packs? I can't remember if they had them in 10s before, or if they're always 20s, but it's been over a year, almost 2 years. As Fortnite Megas, I haven't seen that much, but Megas in general are not as easy to come by, especially now Mega XL and Ultra exist. I used to follow Nerf a lot, and this year, not as much, but I still kind of get it. And there's also other Nerf brand things, like these Frisbees, and these little arrow... I don't know how to explain them, but it's like you hold it from the top, you toss it, you have like a little rings to try to circle it into, and it lands with that suction cup kind of thing down, but it's made for outdoors, so it's not a real suction cup. I don't know. There was a, oh yeah, there it is, the Imaginext Batmobile. I remember seeing that in the previous ToysRUs, and the ability to transform it. If you just push on here. There you go. I think there was like 6 to 8 of them on a shelf at a time. But they're deep. They stacked. Cool. Yeah, it's got a little bit of everything. Even if I'm not highlighting all of it right now. But you already saw from the walk around. And this is just a repeat walk around. In case I missed something before. That's a lot of Polar Express. Don't let the mirror fool you, though. think there was a few more in another area. Melissa and Doug. It's a staple. Got a lot of Blue's Clues. I saw them in the parade too. It was cool. That again, they have all. They have Steve and Joe come back with the recent cast of Blue's Clues. All right, so I guess that's our visit with Jeffrey today, and we'll see how things play out this holiday season. Thanks for watching.